up, okay, wait, hold on. Okay, graceful. What up, design champions? My name is Zimri, strange name, but welcome to episode 4 of Design Time. Let's get started. Our medium for today's project is going to be album art. Whoa, that's cool, okay. So we have to make album art, and our project is going to be, I have 2. Okay, this one's short. What is it? A surf company. Okay. So we have to make album art for a surf company. I feel like there's a lot of potential here. There's a lot of potential. We can do cool things. I'm gonna take a second to brainstorm and then we'll see what we can do. Let's get started. The name of the surf shop is going to be called Side Tide. It's a surf shop in Santa Monica. It's actually pretty cool. And what we can do with the album cover that might be a little bit kind of cheeky / cool is normally on an album cover you'll have some artwork on the front, but then on the back you'll have the song list. The idea here is to not have a song list on the back, but to have a list of products and the prices displayed like the song list. This has probably been done before, but if it's not, then great marketing tactic. Let's do it. Side Tide? Is that what it's called? Tide Side? Shoot, I just forgot the name of it. I'm just gonna make a logo type called Side Tide. Maybe try to make it a little bit unique. Maybe make it look a little bit organic and unfinished. Maybe a little bit sandy. If I can get a sand texture / grain, that would be cool. First, what I want to do is draw out the kind of the Side Tide logo type. Let's get crack-a-lackin'.
Side Tide, where all the dudes go to find gear so fly they fly for days. Side Tide, where all the babes go to find gear so fly they ride on the waves. I bet you couldn't find a wetsuit at a better price or look quite as nice. Side Tide, right beside the beach. Surf trunks, board wax, or a surfboard leash. Get the baddest stuff at the bestest cost. Do yourself a favor and don't get lost. Save yourself some money, save yourself some time. Get your whip, take a trip to the store on the Side Tide. It's called Tide Side. Yeah.
Okay, so I've just finished the typography, drawing it out. Tide Side. Really kind of the only unique thing is that the bottom of side goes like this. Everything else is very simple. There's no whoop-de-doos about it. But I'll probably do a lot of work in Photoshop, add texture to the typography, put it on some sort of interesting background that has to do with surfing, the ocean, kind of walk down that obvious avenue. And then we'll have to see what we go from there. Toy around with colors and adding additional things onto the cover to see how it looks. Okay, let's get into Photoshop and see what's up.
Here I am in El Photoshop. I took a picture of the font that I drew out and I separated it because they were way too close. And then I found a completely free, royalty-free, hopefully everything free image, stock photo of the ocean that I liked. I just changed some of the colors and levels on it. And then I put in the logo, and I also put grain over it. And then I also put grain behind it to create kind of a square box around it, which I don't know. I think it's okay, but I don't know. It's interesting. I just wanted to bring it away from the background more, so I think that's the reasoning why I did that. Then I was just playing around with placement, so I put some text at the bottom on the whole image. I put it on the cover. Looked pretty good. So then I created the little image that goes on the actual record itself to the right. And then that was finished, so I moved on to the backside. And for the backside, remember my idea was to create a list of products that would look like a song list. So for the back, I took the same image, but I flipped it upside down and changed it just a little bit, the color scheme. And then I changed the logo up for the back. This, I wanted to mess with people's minds because it's not actually upside down. I just took Tide and put it up top and then put Tide upside down. Really screws with the psyche. And then I put the grain texture onto the text and onto the logo. And then that was it for the background. So it was pretty easy putting all this together in Photoshop. That's how the front looked, and the back looked like that.
Okay, let's do a review. Honestly, on my part, it was pretty easy compared to some of the other projects. This one was probably easiest just because of the image. Good design often comes down to good photography. The better the image that you're working with, the less the designer has to do. If you have a good image that you want to incorporate into the design, then it really just comes down to sizing, placement, and color. If you have a good image and what you want to put onto it, just make sure it's not too big to overwhelm the image, it's not too small to get lost in the image, and then placement, is it too high, too low? And then color, does it flow in with the image well? So if you have a good image and you got placement, color, and size all down, then it's pretty easy on the designer's side. You just have to get that feeling correct. So a couple things I like. So the overall feel, the colors, I think it's cool. The texture on the logo type is awesome. And then I think it's a creative idea to have the products with their prices on the back of the album, as opposed to the playlist of songs. I think that's a really clever idea. Some things I could improve upon. If I could have, I would have tightened up the logo type just a little bit, make the T and the E at the bottom be about the same height, because I think right now they're just off a little bit, which is okay because it kind of adds to the organic feel, but I would have tightened it up a little bit and maybe added just a little bit more to the logo type, maybe some waves, a surfboard at the bottom. The curve of a surfboard could echo the curve of the Tide at the bottom there. That would have been cool. I hope you enjoyed the project. If you would love to, leave a comment below saying what you liked about it, what you didn't like, maybe what you would have done if the project was given to you. And as always, I'll see you next Tuesday, and stay awesome, possum. I'll see you later, alligator. And we out this. What up, design champions? It is not episode 1. It is not episode 2. It is episode 3. So let's get crack-a-lackin'. First off, I just like to say, I promise